Hello and welcome to meet the experts, eXperts. See what I did there? Clever, marketing genius. But today we're doing our very first in this vlog series. We're going to actually head down from the Fylde Coast down to Birmingham to meet one of our partner agents, a legend of a man called Tonks, to catch up with him to see what's been going on in his business, where things are up to, maybe even see a property or two if we're lucky. You can see this has got very limited editing. But for now, the car's fueled, we've got our coffee fixed, the beard's looking scruffy, so let's hit the road and see what Aaron's got to say. Look a bit close there, make sure I don't look fat, okay? Right, so Aaron's just messaged, I don't know if you can see this, what time am I expecting landing? Now, I'm gonna be honest, when I agreed to do this vlog, I knew Aaron's location. In my stupid head, I thought it was about an hour and a half away, something like that. So we're going to put his postcode in now and see how far it is. So we're going to be, probably best not say his postcode out loud. Oh, it's actually not as bad as I thought, Michael. 2 hours, 8 minutes. I thought it was going to be more like 3 hours, so that's an absolute win. Let's see if we can get there in 2 hours, 8 minutes. Our ATA is there for 11 AM. Let's go. A bit weird, this vloggy thing, you know. Like I'm used to a stop-start polished product. I'm not sure how I'm gonna cope with this. Tell you who I feel like. I feel like do you ever see David Brent when he went on road and he was like selling like cleaning products and shampoo bottles and feather dusters to businesses on the road?
Yeah.
I feel like a gremlin of a David Brent almost. So as well, guys, this is the car that I use for vlogs, just to make it a bit more relatable. Left the Aston DB9 and the Tesla at home in the integral double garage. Didn't think it was appropriate to bring it, so that's why we're driving a Mocha. I know this is a bit of a pain, but would you possibly be able to send me an email and I'll send you an email back in the next hour and a half just to confirm? Well, let me know when you're free and I'll work around you, to be honest with you. And we can get access. It's just that I've not got access to my diary at the minute. That's brilliant. Thanks so much for your call. Yeah, brilliant. Cheers. Take care. Bye bye. Surveys, more sold properties. I promise I'm not this much of a in real life. Right, so we've come to stop off for our Knutsford services, I think, where dreams come true. Knutsford, shout out if you know, you know. We've just come for the second coffee stop of the day. We're about an hour and a half away from Mr. Tonks. This journey just feels like it's going on forever. I don't know if it's Michael's rubbish banter or what, but I feel like I've been driving for a long time. So Aaron, better be good value when we get there. Brilliant. Thank you. No, I'm alright, thank you. Cheers. I only went for the, got a bit of extra hazelnut syrup and chocolate, didn't I? Only calories. Need to get rid of those Starbucks waste, man. Too much coffee. Can you ever have too much coffee? I'm not sure. I'm coming back now and it's saying arrival 11:45, so just so you know, it's going to be a touch later than what I said when we spoke earlier. But yeah, give or take around lunchtime, man. So, and we're going to that same postcode, yeah?
Yeah, so that's my house, but do you want to meet at the actual property or my house?
It's up to you, mate. How far away is the house that we're going to see from your gaff?
6-minute drive, is that?
Oh yeah, sound. I'll just come to yours, mate, and then we'll head over there, mate. No worries.
Perfect. All right.
Cool. Is it an empty house we're going to, or is the vendor there?
Yeah, the vendor's gone out. She's given me the key, so she's done one.
Ah, what a legend. All right, mate. Cool. No worries, mate. Right. Well, see you when I get there.
I'll see you in a bit.
Bye.
Bye.
I hate not knowing where I'm driving, bro. This sat nav is not clear. Right. If we've got down here and he's not answering his phone, if we've been like punked or something, how's he not answering his phone? Oh mate, I thought you'd done me over then. I thought you'd just like ghosted me. No, yeah. I won't put it past you, mate. Why is that not? That's a bit awkward.
Too early, my 6 months away.
Good to see you, man. Yeah, nice to meet you. Aaron, Michael, Aaron. Get used to the camp, mate. It's been a long journey. Can I use your loo?
You can go upstairs because there's no doors.
Right, okay. Well, good to go. Do you know what? Probably worth me like pointing out because I've done like zero groundwork, other than the fact I introduced you as a bit of a legend. I was like, oh, we're going meeting this guy called Aaron. That's all I've said. But let's put the camera on me for a second, guys. So just a little bit of context, a bit of background. Aaron's obviously one of our partner agents down in. Are we in Birmingham? Halesowen, right? It's a B postcode. It's all Birmingham to me. But you've been with us now for how long?
7 months.
7 months.
Officially, yeah, 7 months into trading.
Did I see a? Literally, I post that. You've just completed your 100th
100 valuation.
Mate.
Yeah.
That's some serious going on.
105 now because I've booked another 5. But yeah, 100 completed.
How have you, because I don't mind saying, there was no way in my first 7 months I did as many valuations as that. How have you like got off the mark? Like what's been, is it just like you're known locally? Have you been ultra aggressive with advertising? Is it social media? Like what's?
So I've got to be honest, I wasn't known locally because I'm not originally from here. I'm from Longbridge, so completely different area. But locally I wasn't known. You know, local shops, pubs, that's fine, that's different. But I don't know if I'm known for the right reasons. But no, it's more social media. Social media was my sort of saving grace, and the fact that I had a baby boy and I was working from home with the old company, and I thought, you know what, I could do this. Met the model and I was like, I need to do it. Pure social media, interacting with local cafes, pubs, coffee shops, literally everything.
So a lot of like
branding, walking around in branded gear, and yeah, just being back in the community, which is what I do. I've always done it. So I launched Tonks years ago, which sort of pays 9 different charities. And that's something I've always been up to. And you know, 16, I walked to Wales, bike ride to Aberystwyth. I've done all that.
Mate, so this is like the early inspiration for that Santa Claus thing that you did, right? Mate, that's awesome.
Because the kids, because obviously 3 children here, and then the local kids, and everyone was moaning on the social group saying nothing to do, everyone's cancelling, and I was like, oh, let's just get it set up and do it, and I'll take any consequences I'll take, but it's worth it for the kids. So yeah, I've done it. And that again, got a lot of business from that, a lot of local, and that's where the name then grew around here, and people now call me out, and I didn't believe at first it was genuine. I thought, oh, who would call me? Why would they call me? I'm just Aaron. But then they said, oh, you're one in the community, you've done this for them. Going out to on Friday, it's a firefighter, chief firefighter at the station. He goes, just because you did the Santa Claus event, I want you out to do the house. I'm like, fair enough.
I think that's like, sometimes just doing the right thing and being a good person gets you longer than, further than what I think you'd think at the time, doesn't it? Yeah. But mate, that's awesome though, that's insane. It's like 105 valuations. And you text me, like how many, you got like about 6 instructions or something last week, 7 instructions?
Yeah,
something
so
like that.
7 floating round, then it went to 10. I've launched them, and the good thing is I'm keeping above 5, but I've always promised I'll only ever launch 10, and then when I sell one, I can launch another. And that's the system, the vendors know, but I'm selling them that quick. It's not really going to 10, it's going...
So you're still volume controlling the portfolio? Yeah. Oh right, I thought you was just like...
It looked like it because
the volume was
putting loads on, but I was selling them, so for every one I sell I can launch one. But it's always been like an empty 3-4 gaps. So there's not enough properties for the demand, like 500, I think it was 580 registered applicants. And I worked out I think it's 65% of first time buyers.
Wow.
Out of all them. And then I found locally here, the new investor is the dad buying for the kids. So instead of renting off a stranger, they'll rent off the dad or mom. So that's a new investor at the minute. It's mad how it's changed.
Mate. Brush yourself off, player. Touch me. That's some great progress. Right, speaking of houses, man, should we go and have a look at this one that we was...
I'll buy them their favourite beverage.
That's awesome, mate. So what's this like? Just like a welcome to your home starter pack?
Yeah, so in there there's coffee, some grenade bars, an energy drink, a seed-lit fake gin and tonic. Right. Yeah, it's just little bits for the buyers. Where are we
going? Should we jump in your car?
Yeah,
and then we'll all go together. So I don't want to say too much in front of him because I don't want to give him like a big inflated ego. But while he's up there and you can't hear what I'm saying, just want to say like one thing that I really admire about Aaron as an agent, as a marketeer, as someone who respects branding efforts and social media efforts and creativity. He is genuinely one of the most creative marketeers that I've ever seen. Like genuinely, like his ideas, the innovation, how different he is. he's just so unique, and that's created a real sort of gravitas, I think, around his mission, around him as a person. So we always talk about the power of personality-driven brands and how people buy from people and how you've got to give people access and all that kind of stuff. But I genuinely can't think of an example of someone who does it quite as well and quite as unique as Aaron. Like, his social media efforts are extraordinary. So if you're not already following Aaron on social media, have a look at Aaron Tonks, the property guy, I think he calls himself, on Facebook, on Instagram. Like, it's absolutely exceptional. So yeah, looking forward to going and seeing some houses. It's just about getting in earshot now, so we'll close this off and let's get into that.
A girl who goes to uni, she makes some handmade for me.
Ah, so what, these are made by like a local sort of crafty person?
Yeah, and I just put thank you, all that.
To Karen and Paula, just wanting to say thank you. Thank you for choosing me to market your property. From day one, I will do everything I can. I'm only a call or message away. Aaron Tonks. Happy New Year. Oh, mate, that's awesome. Yeah, brings a little tear to the eye.
Stop it.
I'm learning a thing or two. I was speaking to an agent, like, must have only been 2 or 3 days ago, and he was saying, like, I am happy, I'm not unhappy where I am. I've got some amazing clients. He said, but I can't give the service that I want. Like, for example, I'm timed, get this, I've never known it as strict as this, I'm timed to get photos on floor plan in 20 minutes. If I'm longer than 20 minutes of photos on floor plan, I'm asked questions. It's like, how can you legitimately be sure you took the best pictures, give the best customer care, talk to the client, have a cup of tea if you've got a 20-minute curfew? Like, it's crazy.
And that's one of the things I can resonate, because the majority of the people use one company for the photos around here. So all the photos look the same. And when I first started, that's what I did. I was like, you know what? I know him. I'm going to use it. And then I touched base with a few local photographers, and on average, they spend 40 minutes in a house now, rather than the 2 minutes that it was.
Right.
So that's already showing the worth. But the pictures, I've just noticed, you can actually feel the house on pictures if they're taken right. And that's something I had to do, because I couldn't justify people paying. Not when it was a lot of money for them.
Yeah.
No, you can't do that. But yeah, so yeah, just little things like that. From day one, where I had no faith in myself, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't. I was like, what am I doing? This is like really silly, because I'm giving up an income, like a secure income, but I'm giving that up. But what for? And that's to spend time with the kids. And then it soon came, and I'll never forget speaking to you, and you were like, I think you did a post about it, and it was like, you'll do 3 months of this, then you'll realise you haven't done that, because they're coming in, like the valuations are coming in.
Yeah.
And you don't realise it's actually the way it just happens.
It does, yeah, it does, mate. It does. I think sometimes it's just getting through those initial teething problems of trying to build a business and kind of get off the ground. And when you've got no success coming through, it's like Mike said on the way down, he was like, I think a lot of people, they get those initial barriers, the tough times, the times when you doubt yourself, and a lot of people just struggle to push back that brick wall. But then once you come out the other side, it's almost like pushing a snowball uphill, isn't it? It's like it's graft. Once you get to the top, you've got a massive snowball, and then it just cascades down the other side.
And it's that saying, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah.
Sometimes it feels like a sprint, and running marathons and hitting that wall in that way, it's the same. And when I hit, you hit the wall occasionally in this job.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely.
And it hurts, but it's getting through that. And once you're through it, you see the light again at the end of the tunnel, and then they start. It's madness.
It doesn't feel right having half a lager. I promise I normally have pints because I'm driving. Cheers, mate. Good to see Mike. So let's talk about fees then. So you've kind of done what I did, really. It's like looking in the mirror in some respects. So like, you've obviously started out with, when you've gone live at least, you've had these introductory offers. You've done it at probably fees that maybe you wouldn't be happy to adhere to now. Talk me through where your fees were, how that's transitioned, where you are now, and what the plan is moving forward to make this business commercially exciting for what you're trying to achieve.
So short term was when I first initially started, and it was to try and build that awareness for me and working within the industry. To me, it was flooded with introductory offers, literally everywhere, say this fee for that, this fee for that. It wasn't a 1% fee, it was a fixed fee, which soon came to light. It's not exactly what people want.
Can I ask about that, right? Because let's go off on a tangent, but in one of my ventures in the past, not when I was at EXP, one of my other businesses, I got 20,000 flyers printed, right? Saying, sell your house for free, give me a call. That was all the flyer said, right? That went out. to 20,000 local households, didn't get a single call. That was free, like not even a pound or 100 quid, not even a grand, free. Like, what did you have a similar experience, or did you get some traction from it, or what was the outcome?
So with my leaflet dropping initially, it was purely targeted on where the majority of for sale and sold goods have been over the last 12 months. And from the initial drop, so it was 5,000 initially, there was probably 2 or 3 phone calls, which resolved in 1 instruction. And then when I did the multiple, so 15,000 leaflets, I probably got 5, which it wasn't working, and that wouldn't work to build the business. It's plug in my name everywhere, yeah, I get that, but that there, put it in the bin, that's all it was.
Yeah.
And that's, throwing money down the drain, which I didn't have at the time. So it was flooded with introductory offers. Social media was my winner. Facebook was where I got probably my first 10 houses, and it's mad. But just from a social media platform, I've got 10 introductory. But then the vendors were saying you're too cheap for what you do for me, and I've had free agents out, local agents, who are a lot more than you, and they don't do half of what you do. And I was like, that's good to hear, but I get that because I built my brand on putting people for profit. But even if I was more expensive, that's still putting the people first based on what I'm offering. It was just door knocking. A lot of people didn't care. They didn't care about price when it comes to the estate agency question. It was always who's at the end of the phone.
Yeah.
And that's all they care. They care about the customer service.
Yeah.
So if they can justify the fee, everyone's happy.
Yeah.
And that's what it comes down to.
Mate, massively. And I think it's like, it's not even just me saying that, it's not you saying that, it's not EXP saying that. The market is showing us that year on year, every year of trade, in that vendors are paying it en masse, and all the online agents, the fixed fee agents, even free agents that have got national TV programmes and millions of pounds pumped into advertising, are selling properties for £1,000 or less, yet collectively they've got such a minuscule market penetration, they've not got to any point of scalability, despite a decade at trying to push that narrative. If that doesn't show you that customers are willing to pay that fee, I don't care where you are in the country, I don't know what else will, like, it's clear.
Yeah.
As long as you're demonstrating that value,
Yeah.
you can command that fee, therefore you can build a profitable business. So in terms of, like, going back to the original question then, in terms of moving forward, what does the business look like? What markets we're targeting? What properties we're working with? What pain points we're fixing? What fees are we charging? How is that going to look over the next sort of 12 to 18 months?
The market I'm heading into, and going in the right way about it, is the more semi-rural, and that's because they have only got 2 to 3 different individual agents that only offer one service, and that is onto the portals and just get the phone calls in, that's it, done. After speaking to one of my high-end clients, if you want to say that, they have said the only genuine reason they wanted me, and it's because I can tap into anywhere. I'm not stuck on a portal, I'm anywhere. I'm Facebook, I'm Rightmove, I'm Zoopla, I'm Instagram, I'm Google. They said literally someone could Google this house, and because you've geotagged it there, I'm showing. And it's like, that's so true. But it's just, so I want my fees, yes, they're going to increase, but they're going to increase because that's what my customers are telling me to do. It's not because I'm being greedy, it's because that's what the clients I've dealt with. 66 Google reviews at 5-star from my clients in 7 months. It's outstanding in my eyes. I'm very proud of that. And the clients are the ones who I do this business for, and they're the ones telling me to increase the fee. Yeah. To show my worth, and they'll happily pay it. So.
And that's the key, because it's like, also, like, they want to see you do well. They don't want to see you busting your balls for pennies. They want to see you build the right business and feed your family and achieve your goals. And I think that's kind of the misconception that we have. It's like, because we've got this mental block sometimes, when I say we, I mean agents as a collective, we've got this mental block that, oh, we can't charge that, or I can't do that because I know that agent A, B and C charges this. It's like, no, you're just charging a fair fee for a great service, and a fair fee, if the client's willing to pay that and you're worth that and you're demonstrating that value, why shouldn't you succeed commercially as well as giving the client the outcome that they want? They don't have to be mutually exclusive for you to do business. So before we sign off today's vlog, just wanted to take a few minutes with Aaron before we say goodbye, just to kind of drill down really in terms of Aaron's experience with the EXP framework and sort of his takeaways so far, being less than a year into the business. So Aaron, I think it's fair to say, mate, that one thing we have learnt today is that business has been exceptionally well. You've done great, you've built a brand, you've really put yourself out there, you've become embedded in the local community, and as a byproduct of that, you've obviously gone on to list great numbers and build a great business. Looking back, is there anything at all that you'd change over the course of what you've done over the last 6 to 12 months, or are you quite happy with how things have panned out?
I'm over the moon with the response I've had locally, and not even just locally, just all together as a business. And I wouldn't change anything because I wouldn't have known what to change. But being where I am now, 7 months in, I know what I need to do to move forward, and with the feedback from the clients, I know what I need to be and where I need to be, and I can kind of picture where I am going to be in sort of 12 months' time. So this time next year, where I'll be will be completely different, hopefully.
And what tips then, like in that vein, would you give to maybe like any agents watching who are considering coming into this sort of model? What would your top tip be in terms of where to start and how to start?
So top tips: pick up the phone, literally pick up the phone, speak to Ben, speak to me, speak to anyone who you know within this model, because it's the one call I wish I'd made sooner. I've said it before, and it's the one call that has changed my life for the better. I can't speak for others, but this is something that it's so unique, and it's just it's unreal. And seeing this when I drive up and down, just that soul board. But the whole point of EXP and what EXP have done for me, I can't put into words, to be honest.
Do you think there's a perception from agents that it's almost too good to be true, and that we're just hyping it up and it's not actually the reality that we're making it look like?
Of course, and that's one thing I genuinely thought, it was too good to be true. And if I was on the other end of this and I wasn't where I am today with EXP, with myself as a business owner, then no, I think I'd be gutted, to be honest. And I think that one thing I did, like I said, pick up the phone, make the call, and you'll see it's not a sales pitch, it's the truth.
It's an opportunity, right?
An opportunity, exactly, yeah.
Mate, do you know what? It's a pleasure to be in business with you. I appreciate your time today. Let's
Thank
shoulder
you.
bump it off. Looking forward to another beer soon, my friend.
All right, absolutely. Thank you.
Love the signs, by the way.
Yeah.
It's a wrap. How's he not answering his phone? Oh no, we've been absolutely had over, mate.